Hey nerds, welcome to Jerry Berriac. Today we're going to react to Season 2, Episode 3 of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, entitled School Hard. Vision is also hard. I just took off my glasses. I've been wearing them all day. Just took them off. This thing looked provocative for a second. This is a cat toy. It's a little gun. Now, oftentimes, I'm ahead in recording, right? Like sometimes I'm 3, 4, 5 episodes ahead of what you all are getting live, just so I have some wiggle room to edit and have some time just to hang out, you know? But my Christmas lights normally go up right after Thanksgiving. We couldn't find them this year, and I had to buy some new ones. They just came in after the fact here with Christmas and everything, but they'll be up for a little bit because who doesn't fucking love Christmas lights, you know? Anyways, last episode was weird. The first episode was so good, it was emotionally heavy. The second episode was weird, bro. But that's okay. School hard. I'll put Jerry behind the scenes. I don't know if I did the full intro or not. It's not important. And we can hop into it. Talk more about my damn Christmas lights.
Students, think of your principal as your pal.
Buddy, no.
Think of me as your judge, jury, and executioner. Tell me, who do you think is the most troublesome student in this school?
Snyder, you're a good principal, bro, but I'm not intimidated by you.
What does the winner get?
Expelled. Thursday is parent-teacher night.
The worst.
Parents, assuming you have any.
Small tangent. It's weird. They say as you get older, right, you experience less new stuff. So therefore, time goes by quicker. Right? Because it's the same old, so the hours fly by, and the next thing you know, you're fucking 80. And it's just, when you're younger, you experience so much new shit on a constant basis. It seemed like that time lasted longer than it actually did. I say that to say, I'm so sorry. That's a horrible pause for her face. That was rough. What I wanted to say was the parent-teacher stuff and schedules. When it came to school, I mean, I really was just winging it. Like, I went to school, I showed up, I took naps, I passed all my classes, went home, I played video games, ate dinner, played video games until it was time to go to school again. Like I played Halo 3 religiously. Like it was a job at the time. Before that was even a possibility to be a job outside of, you know, going to tournaments and playing, and we won a little bit of money, and I'm just saying. But that's beside the point. I didn't really ever know when, kind of even what day of the week it was. I could be like, oh shit, it's only Tuesday. I feel like I've been in school for a month. It's only Thursday. I never knew when winter break and that stuff was coming up. Like I would know like the Thursday beforehand, like, oh shit, like we get off school tomorrow and then a whole week. And in my brain, it feels like winter vacation was a month. But in actuality, it's 2 weeks. You get 2 weeks off school, but those 2 weeks felt so long. And it's kind of like summer vacation. It was 2 months. You get 2 months off, essentially, here in the States, at least in my area. You typically get June and July off, and maybe the first or second week there of August. Almost 2.5 months. And then you go to your next grade when you come back, if you passed the previous grade. Those 2 months would sometimes feel like its own little year. But the one thing I never, like the schedule always felt weird. I know now they were on a schedule for bus evacuation drills, for fire alarm drills, for parent-teacher conferences. It was the same every year. Like they set that stuff up well in advance, but it always felt like a bombshell that, oh, I'm getting my report card now. Oh, we have a parent-teacher conference coming up. Parent-teacher conferences, even when I wasn't, I guess in elementary school, it was kind of fun because everybody knew each other. In high school or in middle school, when I was like struggling there for a bit, was awful. Awful. Parent-teacher conferences would scare the shit out of me. I'll share one small story before getting back to the episode. Feel free to skip ahead. Is in 6th grade, my first report card in middle school. I went to the same school, pre-K, preschool, kindergarten, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade, right? I went to the same school with the same group of people, the same teachers, the same friends, everybody. Well, everybody else was transitioning into 6th grade. They had one more year left at that school before it shut down. We decided to go a different route because we moved. So it went from a private school to a public school. Brand new transition, brand traditional school. Now I'm going to, and I didn't realize it, but I wasn't doing anything, like anything. And I don't know what that was, but I got that first report card. That is still to this date, if I ever go back to school, the worst report card I've ever had. It was her. I should have just got kicked out of school, honestly. I threw it away with the assumption that I could just tell my parents. I didn't get one. See, the parents know when you're getting the report card. That's an email, that's a memo, it's a phone call that goes out. They know. My mom was like, that's weird. Every other kid got one. Why didn't you? I was like, I don't know. I watched her go to every desk and pass it out. I'm not a liar to my mother. What has possessed me? Oh my God. So I went to my mom later that night and confessed because the guilt was eating at me. And I was on punishment, grounded for what happened, for how bad my grades were. But we got him back up. It was all right. But it's little things like that. Like that's shit set in stone. Like when they were going to do it, at least in this area, it just for a parent teacher conference, bro. It just the amount of anxiety and nerves in it, especially at a time like that, having to go meet and be like, well, what can he do to bring his grades up? Because to me and any kid at that age, that's an end of the world scenario. Like my life is over. It's kind of the same deal if you've never had a parent teacher conference growing up. If you work, you know, wherever you work at, it's kind of like if you had to have a meeting, but one on one with your manager, not your supervisor, not your lead, your not your district lead, or whatever, if you're in retail or you're in office work. No, your manager, management. No. Anyways, enough of me rambling. Sorry.
Meet your teachers, assuming you have any left. I've decided to put the two of you in charge of this event. You have 3 days to prepare the refreshments, make the banners, and transform the school lounge into a habitable place for adults. This will incur my goodwill and may affect what I tell your parents when I meet them. Are we clear?
I'm clear. Don't you feel clear? We're very clear.
Good. Because you mess up this time, and your parents will be coming to clean out your lockers.
Well, it
My boy
shouldn't
be
that
throwing
hard.
threats. We've never met this girl on the right before. She's a brand new character for the first time, and now what is the 15th episode of Buffy, right? So this means, if I got the math out, she's going to get into some harm's way. She's a troubled student, kind of blows it off. Buffy's going to save the fucking day. If they're going to be pals, or she'll die, and either way, we'll never see her again. Because where the fuck is Amy?
Well, Sheila's definitely intense.
Ugh.
The guy with her, that's the guy she can bring home to mother.
Yeah, that's a guy that graduated college. Or he didn't go to college, sorry. He graduated junior high school, junior year, got a GED, and he's just been
Oh, you might want to keep away any sharp implements.
a lot of pauses early. I'm sorry. I will stand 10 toes down with the belief system that homework is the most pointless thing in the world. You send your kids home with work to do in their free time. Homework that's due the next day. No. Imagine you having to work off the clock. You can go to your HR right now if that ever happened. Jesus.
When you're working with her.
Do you think any of the other Slayers ever had to go to high school?
I'm heavily against homework.
It's no biggie. You'll have a nice soiree. Parents will love it. As long as nothing really bad happens between now and then, you'll be fine.
Well, fuck that sign, bro. All right. We'll talk in a second. Hold on. Look at that makeup, bro.
Home sweet home.
How? All right. So the reason I'm pausing is because I know who this character is. There's a reason I know who he is. I don't know his longevity in the show. I don't know if he's a one-season character, if he's a full-time, I have no idea whatsoever. I told you when we first started the show that I had to wait until somebody popped up, and here it is. Like I mentioned, this is my girlfriend's favorite show of all time. And we were scrolling through Comic Cons, and I asked her, she told me this was her favorite show, and I said, "Who's your favorite character?" She said, "I don't want to say it because it's a spoiler for somebody that shows up." And I'm like, "Well, just tell me." She's like, "It's Spike." And I'm like, "I feel like I've heard that name, but all right." So Spike, well, Spike's not her favorite character, but he's up there. But mentioned him and like Willow and the main cast we've already met. And I was like, cool. So we not booked, but we bought a photo op to meet him. And with me not knowing any of this, you talk about nerve wracking. This was back in like March. I don't know these people. I don't know anything about it. It was I'm out of my element, but she was, time of the life. So we go. We meet James Marsters, I think is how you say his last name. Because this guy was also in Supernatural. Him and Cordelia both were in an episode of Supernatural together. And then he voices somebody in Dragon Ball, I think, etc., etc. So we go do the photo op thing. We're like fifth in line. Really nice guy, really chill. As we're leaving, we see Charisma. We see Cordelia. So I say hey to her, etc. And then, why am I saying etc. so much? So then we walk about, get the print. I had a protective casing for the print to put it in. And then we go and we wait in his line to get the print autographed. Now, the line was long as shit. It was definitely the longest line at this Comic Con. It was up there in Lexington, Kentucky, I think, or maybe outside of Lexington, regardless. So we wait in line for like 45 minutes. People are dressed up as I've already saw the cheerleading outfit from this. Some people had vampire makeup on. It was really solid. And we meet him, and I tell him, like, hey, I haven't watched the show yet, but this is her, favorite show. And he said that he met, now I don't remember the director, but he said the director said that Buffy was a masterpiece, and he impersonated his voice. And, I talked to him about the Supernatural episode. He said he had so much fun doing it with Charisma. And he had talked to him about his Dragon Ball character, who I was unfamiliar with because I haven't watched any Dragon Ball. And he was just, we spent maybe 5-10 minutes there. So if the pictures and stuff didn't pop up already, I'll eventually include them. So without having any knowledge about who Spike is, I have officially met this man right here. I've met Spike. And then right next to him was Cordelia. And we got done with the picture and the little meet and greet or whatever. And I was like, all right, well, do you want like to meet her? And we were kind of both like, I don't know, like her line was empty. Not saying anything bad about her, but her line just kind of emptied out. And so we can go right now and we can get a picture. Now with Spike, with James, you go up, you pay the person, and then he talked to us. He shook our hands. He did the autograph and filled out the picture. Talked about how good he looked in the picture. And then we had like a 5-minute conversation. He got up, he took a photo with us, shook our hands again, thanked us for coming, same as he did with everybody else. Charisma was more of, he had somebody there to take the picture for us, by the way, like a security person. And then we looked at the picture. He made sure it was good before we left. Solid, right? Well worth the money. Charisma, on the other hand, we walked up and I was like, what would you like to do? And it's like, do you want to buy, a still photo of her? Do you want an autograph? Do you want to take a picture? Or do you want to buy her fucking Playboy episode? We're like, no, we just want a photo. Why is that even an option here at the Comic-Con? So we paid the money, and her rule is she has to take the picture on your phone. She's taking it as a selfie, and she has to be the one to take the photo. The camera has to be up and ready when you take the picture. So that's what we did. We took the photo. Wasn't anything weird. It's kind of a weird rule, but if that's her rule, it's her rule. I don't really care. She complimented the buttons on my backpack, and we talked just for a brief moment, and then she thanked us for coming out. And didn't get the same personalized conversation I got with this individual, but it was still a cool experience. So now, fast forward, quick math, 9 months later, finally getting to watch this and seeing this, and hopefully I'll have this show finished, and then maybe I'll go to another Comic-Con and talk to him about my experience with the show. Maybe. You never know. We'll have to wait and see. Sorry. Apologies for the 2 long rants. Hopefully nothing else pops up that causes us to go through that same thing.
You got Slayer problems. That's a bad piece of luck. Do you know what I find works real good with Slayers? Killing them.
Can you?
That
A
makeup's
lot
insane,
faster
bro.
than Nancy boy there. Yeah, I did a couple Slayers in my time. I don't like to brag. Who am I kidding? I love to brag. There was this one Slayer during the Boxer rebellion.
I was about... oh, shit. No, I didn't mean to fast forward. I feel like because of him calling out the lie of the crucifixion immediately, I think he's bullshitting right here about killing Slayers.
Drusilla.
Oh, there's his actual face. Yeah, my man aged a little bit. Legacies named one of their characters Drusilla. To even further my point about how badly they wanted Hope to be Buffy. Good. That's not inspiration. You're just desperately hoping that she'll be half as cool. Again, nothing wrong with Legacies. I enjoyed the show. I'm just saying, should have been more original.
We're getting along.
No pun intended.
This one has power. I could feel it from the outside.
I wanna feel you from the inside.
And all that. Any of you want to test his gun?
Where was she at in the car? In the trunk? Because she definitely went in the passenger seat when you ran over that damn sign.
The biggest.
Scores.
What can you really tell about a person from a test score?
Whether or not she's ever going out with her friends again.
Oh, that.
Well, I look forward to meeting your principal.
Won't that be something?
Look, sweetheart, life is more than grades and homework and not getting kicked out of school.
Yes,
But we
it
moved once
is.
because of you getting in trouble, and I had to start a new business, not to mention a new life in a whole new town.
And you don't want to do it again?
Fuck no.
What I don't
You
want...
started a whole new business? Like, this is all your stuff with this gallery bullshit? Not calling it bullshit. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. Mama buff. But congrats. Imagine just moving, being able to have security and job and afford a house in California. How much money is she making, you think?
I don't want Mr. Dijon telling my mother I'm an imbecile.
It's so crazy how the fashion was at this point in time. Because, like, 1, dope Scooby-Doo shirt, like kind of like Scooby Gang. 2, I don't think the same rules applied back in the day for copyright stuff when it came to product placement. But 3, if somebody wore overalls to school, they would have got clowned out. Nowadays, I'd just be like, you're just wearing overalls. And back then, probably the same way too. But, like, isn't that wild? Why do we care what people wear?
No, actually, Sheila's been helping us for hours. She just went out to get some more paint. Oh, is there no more teal in the art room? I know you wanted everything to be perfect, but let's just go with what we have.
Just make sure everything is perfect on.
She did not have to do all that. Go above and beyond for this random ass girl we ain't never met before. But that kind of shows you some of Buffy's character, and I like that. Like, not her, you know what I'm saying? Like, her character, not her being a television character.
Thursday.
Thanks for covering. Guy's a serious rodent.
No problem.
Did you really burn down a school building one time?
Well, not actually one time.
Cool.
Nickel. Back.
La vache doit me touche de...
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi? Je m'appelle Jebe.
Call the police. There's some big guy out there trying to bite someone.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Fucking hook, line, and sinker.
Slayer.
Slay.
Ooh. God, dog. bop, 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 bop. Oh, waiting for it. Don't hold back, bro. Shit. Steak. Yep. You're not going to Saint Vagina, brother. Sorry.
Nice work, love.
Who are you?
You'll find out on Saturday.
Happens on Saturday.
I kill you.
Again, because you've already died. Ain't nothing like dying twice there, honey.
All right. Which one's Dwayne and which one's Del?
It
Don't
is.
tell me. Del's on the tattoos. You guys weren't lying about it.
Snorted sword. I made myself cough.
Because
Oh,
what happened to him?
Oh, he's out here spitting game,
I
bro.
got sleepy.
Huh?
And you got something a whole lot better.
Hey, wait up.
Girl.
What's your name?
Spike. That's what the other vampire called me?
Child. Oh, what's her parents doing, bro? I need to know her home life situation. Now I need more info. I feel bad for her.
Unorthodox, isn't it?
You don't know what a girl means when she says maybe she'll show?
Wow, 2 centuries of dating. If you only had 2 a year, that's still like 400 dates with 400 different...
Will.
Why do they call it a mate?
We do have slightly more urgent matters to discuss.
Yeah, like keeping my mom.
That's like Magnus saying he had what 17,000 lovers. Ooh, you better go get a at-home test or something.
The boy doesn't trust you. They follow him. I think sometimes that all my hair will fall out and I'll be bald.
Never happened.
Same. I'm just waiting. Just a big ass. This is nothing, bro. Like this comes and goes every couple years. It's like that's this big old thing right there. Up top situation's cooked.
All right, I'll go up and get chanty with the fellas, but you got to do me one favor.
Eat.
Eat something.
Please.
You see, Miss Edith, if you'd been good, you could watch with the rest.
I like her vampire makeup. Oh, you bit her cheek. I called that from the beginning, though, didn't I? Whittling. Oh, look, say they got Cordelia out here whittling. She's being helpful.
Is that your mother?
Here. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was gonna introduce you, but, she wouldn't have said much. You know, she doesn't speak a word of English.
Girl, that's a long night. I mean, if you made it that long without them seeing each other, congrats. I like those big ceiling clocks.
Giles has us locked up in that library working on your weapons.
What?
My guess? 10th high school reunion? You'll still be grounded.
Cordelia, have some lemonade.
Oh, shit.
There who is?
Fred Spike. He's known as William the Bloody.
William. I would have never guessed that.
By torturing his victims with railroad spikes.
I mean, shout out Snyder, Dave. Shout out Snyder and them for listening and not. Bam! Bro, you know how heavy those things are.
She either went that way or that way. I saw 2 others.
You don't know?
Oh, you didn't know? Sorry.
I'm a veal kind of guy. You're too old to eat. But not to kill.
Dog, he just twisted his shit
I
back.
feel better.
I don't.
They've cut the phones.
He's just working his job.
Slayer.
Oh.
Kitty, kitty.
Never mind. Thought we was gonna be on the same page there, Spookles.
What I say goes, and I say this is not happening.
Well, then, I guess the danger's over.
I'm not waiting for them to open the doors. I'm getting out.
Don't be an idiot.
I'm beginning to see a certain mother-daughter resemblance.
Oh, what a backhanded that shit at that man.
She's a student. What does she know?
Your boy's about to get yoinked right there in front of you, dog.
You got a plan?
Good plan.
I think he's gone. He could come back. What are we gonna do? Pray?
What else you gonna do, though? Now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Thy is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, and yours, now and forever. Amen. Almonds. Amendies. There was so much emphasis on that steak kill.
They're trying to kill us. This should be fun.
I mean, to be fair, she kind of by default has that vampire demonic face. Girl, go ahead and turn around, because she gonna... I'm a vampire.
Spike. I'll be damned.
I taught you to always guard your perimeter.
Look at that. That makeup looks wicked on her. Like a fucking Martian. Martian the Manhunter. Marvin the Martian. I can't do the voice. Thought about it. Block that shit. Uno reverse. Oh. They don't blow up until they see the spike, the stake in them. I try to save your dumb ass from getting expelled. Look at you.
Mom, now!
Come on, let's go.
You should have made sure she was dealt with before anything. He saw right through that shit.
You were my sire, man. You were my Yoda.
Things change.
Not us. Not demons. Man, I can't believe this. You Uncle Tom.
Damn. Call him an Unky Tom.
Come on, people. This isn't a spectator sport.
Hey, Xander made the right move. He got the hell out of Dodge, bro. The fact he was able to see through the charade, though. And now he's keeping his thumb on the pulse.
I'll make it quick. It won't hurt a bit.
No, Spike. It's gonna hurt a lot.
Woo! Ducked it immediately. Oh, you see that block? She said, blocking that. Oh, damn, he did the motherfucking, he did the Neo block. Dust in the wind. That means you're getting pieced up, bro. Oh. Try to get on the offense and punch a hole through the drywall. He kicked you right in the back of the soft spot. The fucking stunt double's hair is hilarious. Hold up. That's just my... First of all, look at this guy. This guy has a jawline for days, but his hair floops out a little bit. Look at it. See the floof right here? Compared to Spike, bro, he got that kind of fade shit going on. Now, obviously, Buffy stunt double's hair is also different, but look at that. He got hit in the back of the head with an axe.
You get the hell away from my daughter.
Women.
Mama Buffy done showed up. With a fire marshal Bill.
Nobody lays a hand on my little girl.
Nobody lays a finger on my Butterfinger, even though Butterfingers are fucking nasty, but that's a different conversation.
First move, I had to see if he was buying it or not. And if he bit me, what then? We would have known he bought it. Yeah, what's the deal with you being Spike's sire? What's a sire?
I need to say something to them.
He's the one that turned Spike. They're linked together.
Media people.
So,
So, you want the usual story? Gang-related, PCP?
What you have in mind, the truth?
Right. Gang-related, PCP.
Oh, so Snyder's in the know-how.
So,
Oh,
what did you and
shit.
Principal Snyder talk about anyway?
So he knows.
One else can hold me responsible.
Ask for some aspirin.
And can you please send some aspirin? Hey.
I forgot they were still in the closet. That's definitely a dude writing that shit, though, right there.
We're gonna have a little less ritual and a little more fun around here.
Where'd you send him? Why is he screaming like that?
Let's see what's on TV.
You gonna kill that guy, or are you just gonna let him lay there until he... What the fuck? Did I miss something about that cage? Why did it do that? Beep-up-up-up-up. I'm befuddled. Buffy's mother is trapped in Sunnydale when a vampire named Spike arrives. That was in the fucking blurb, brother. Well, that is School Hard. I mean, that episode is on par with Angel. Like season 1, episode 7. Like they're right there neck and neck. The two introductions of the two vampires, polar opposites. Angel and then Spike. Angel and then Demon, basically. With Angel being his sire. We don't know how that played out, but we know this guy, Spiky Boy, has slayed 2 Slayers himself. But this one has family and friends that sets her apart. And he's got Drusilla, his right-winged woman. I think he just killed the Anointed One by putting him in a shark cage, but I'm not sure. So what this tells me is that we'll probably get a couple Monster of the Week episodes. Spike will be our big bad throughout season 2, attempting to kill the Slayer. The Slayers, I mean, the Buffy's technically already died once and was brought back. I don't know if that gives her some sort of an advantage or not if it comes down to a fight or some fisticuffs. But I am very interested to see or to learn or to figure out how exactly that's going to play out. But I do think Spike is our big bad. I think he's somebody you should be on the lookout for. I think Angel and Xander eventually drop their shtick here that they're mad with each other, and they can team up to try to do some good. Mano a mano. I like Cordelia being with us and being trapped with Willow in the broom closet, in the janitor closet. Her praying for some aspirin. I forgot that they were locked up in there. But I think another interesting layer is Snyder kind of being in the know-how somehow. Like he knows something. But I don't think he quite realizes that Buffy is a Slayer. Otherwise, he wouldn't be trying to expel her, I guess. I think he'd be more aware. So maybe it's just different. Maybe he thinks it's something completely different. I don't know. I have no idea. But, Jesus Christ. Yeah, regardless. Season 1, episode 3 is entitled School Hard. The next episode, it just skips episode 4. What? What the hell? Hold on. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Episode 4 is just not listed. Yeah, the next episode's entitled Inca Mummy Girl. But according to this, the next episode's Reptile Boy, which is not listed on Hulu. Okay, so the Hulu through Disney Plus does not have season 2, episode 4, but regular Hulu has it. I'll see you there. Links and everything will be in the description box down below. Playlist up on screen. As always, stay cute, stay hydrated, and I'll catch you on the next one.